Hello everybody. What we're going to do now is we're going to just seal up the packing plate, put on the cylinder. I've put the rings back on, did a bit of a scratch on the piston but nothing too bad. So all I need to do is put some sealer on the base of here and also in the inside the cylinder. So basically both sides of this need coating, and I'm just going to do that and then I'll cut back in again. Right, so that's the spacer with lots and lots of Loctite sealer on, and what I'm going to do is just slide it on. I'm not going to show this because it's just sliding it, pushing the rings back, and the camera's actually in the way, but you get the idea. Basically both sides of the spacer are Loctited. Right, hopefully you get the idea then. So that's just pushed back, our piston moves up and down nice. What I'm going to do is just put some two-stroke in the bore, so when I start it, it's not dry. What I've got is a little cup of synthetic two-stroke. I'm just putting a bit on a rag and I'm just going to coat the inside of the cylinder wall and run the piston up and down a few times. Like so. That'll be fine. And what I do is then just give the inside edge, just the lip, a little bit of a wipe, because if it's picked up any grit or dirt, you've got rid of it. So I'm quite happy with that. Give the head a wipe, and again when I put the head on, just put a dab of two-stroke on the inside just to give it a coating. More than that, and I'm going to put the gasket on, tighten the cylinder head down. Right, so that's got a nice little coating of two-stroke oil on that now. So I'll find the gasket out I'm using and I'll cut back in again. And again with the new head gasket, I'm going to just put a little dab of oil on it, if not for no other reason than just to clean it if there's anything stuck to the surface of it. So I'm just wiping that in. And it should go round that way. That's perfect. And we'll get our head on like so. We need our flat washers, which are the flat spring ones as used by Innocenti from New, and we'll just loosely put these on at the moment. We're not tightening the head down just yet. There's number 2. Do it diagonally, doesn't matter at this moment in time. Tighten that on there when it starts. That's it. The easiest one is the long one, obviously, because you don't need to put your fingers in. So number 3 on the top, that way round. And number 4 on the bottom. That one's the easiest one to put on. That gasket I'm not using. So I'm just going to get a socket set out and 13mm on it. 13. And what I'm going to do now is just finger tighten in a crisscross fashion. Hopefully the camera doesn't get knocked doing this, but we're just tightening them down in a finger tight. That's one, it's just bitten. That one's just bitten. That's just bitten. And this bottom one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the torque wrench up for £18. I'm going to use the same socket and set the torque wrench up. I suppose if this was smelly vision, it would already be set up, wouldn't it? Right. Socket on and back to 20. Right, we're there. And again, we'll do this in a crisscross pattern, no particular order as long as they're in an X. So tighten that one down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got compression now. I will check the compression after, because I've not altered anything with the head, the compression ratio. It's just okay to put everything straight back on again. But I suppose really if you're being over the top, then you would check them all. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go again that way, that way, that way, that way, just to make sure that they're all nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. I'm quite happy that our head's on. I'll put the 27mm back on, because we'll be using that for the rear hub. So technically speaking, that's the engine back together again. The problem I'll have now is, as I was trying to explain in the videos, that cowling, when it's in place, won't screw up here. There's a gap here on this side. So I've ordered a 3mm spacer. You could probably force it, to be honest, because the holes are wide enough there. But I'd have to start taking more of the head out to accommodate the reed valve. So it's just easier. I've already ordered it. Again, from the same guy that built the crankshaft for me. So that should be here. Hopefully not too long, one night in the week. And we can get this engine put back in the scooter again. I've got a leak down test to do, but again, a lot of people haven't got them facilities, so I'm not sure whether showing that, you know, there's millions of videos out there showing people what to do with that. What you basically do is you put a spark plug in, seal the bottom exhaust plate basically, and I've got a bung that goes in here into the inlet, and you just pump it up. And once you've got basically any pressure that you want, the higher the better, 1 or 2 bar in it, and you leave it for a while, and you keep an eye on it. If it drops down, then you've got a leak somewhere, and you don't want air leaks in a 2-stroke. Basically, that's its simplest form. I'm just looking for my one, which is under here. There is no secret to them at all. Mine's just if I turn the camera, just a medical pump that I made myself. You can buy these. People sell the kits for about 60 quid. Find them on the internet, and basically, like I say, I've got a plate to go under here, and I tighten this bung into here, up here, like so. Tighten up obviously take out the glove, seal up the exhaust, and then pump this pump this up till it's about 280 atoms, and you just watch that dial. If the dial drops down, see if I can show you like that. This is probably the simplest way I can show you. If I now move my finger, you see how it drops? It wouldn't drop that quick. It would drop maybe like that in 10 minutes or so. If it drops like that, you need to go back to building something else but engines. But that's in its simplest form. All you're doing is you're checking for any air leaks, and what I've got is, which I can't see at the moment, it's on the floor. I've got a little spray bottle with water and soap in it, and what you do is you just go around the apertures where it would leak. So your fixture at the base gasket, the head gasket, your side here. You can't really do the engine side casing, but you know, your drive side oil seal. The way that you'd know that is there's running characteristics, white smoke. When you take the breather pipe off, the revs will increase because it's not under the pressure from the oil. We can discuss that on anyway, but like I say, I don't know if you've got this kit and you know how to use it, then fair enough, but it's not rocket science doing it. It's just patience and taking your time. I might stick it together and you know, and show you what I do with leak testing. It's just, I think it would be boring to watch. Like I say, there's millions of videos with two-stroke people, not just scooters, but two-stroke people showing you how to do that. But as I say, our engine now is built. I can put this cowling on, the fan cowling. I know it's timed 17 degrees before, top dead center, which is what I had it before, and no reason to change it to anything else. It was going well. Still looking to change the exhaust, but that might not happen. It depends. I might give up and put the Clubman back on again. It went pretty good with the Clubman on, if you've watched any of the videos of this scooter. But yeah, it's just a bit fiddly doing this job with a leak down test. I'll see. That's the best thing I can say. Right, I'm going to end this video now. At least you've got an update that, you know, everything's in. We've got compression. And like I say in the previous video, I was so amazed how this engine is so free. It's unbelievable. It's really nice. Really nice. It should go like a steam train, to be honest. About 10 miles an hour, but you know what I'm saying. I'm waffling on again. So thanks for watching. I'm going to call this a wrap on this. Bye.